guys, so it is extremely cold outside, so I figured it would be a good time to go over this board, the last board on our list thus far for the Money Pit series. But yeah, so pretty much this one was a $30 board that I got at Second and Charles. Hey, and so yeah, Second and Charles, $30. And it's kind of like a mini, like a shaped cruiser board. And let's see if I can find the specs on this board. It is a 28.5-inch cruiser, all-terrain cruiser, 5-inch or 12.7 centimeter wide trucks, or yeah, ultimate carving, 60 millimeter polyurethane wheels. This feels better than like the Walmart boards, as I'm trying to get this little so yeah, the wheels are 60 millimeter 80A, so that's a fairly hard wheel for a cruiser board. But yeah, so why is this so difficult to get off? Skateboarding should not be this hard. Like, and always a good rule of thumb, good rule of thumb when picking out a board. A good board, you can literally walk out and skate, like literally like right after you buy it. There we go. I had to cut it off. But yeah, a good board, you will always have to walk out or you can just walk out and skate it, and which is a indicator of these boards not being all that good, because they don't let you skate it in the store. And yeah, most skate shops will let you skate their product in the store. As I'm trying to take this apart, there we go. Take this little thing off, and most skateboards don't come with that. Half the time I notice they're like just zip tied, so it's like, and zip ties are much easier to get off. Anyway, this naturally being more expensive seems to be able to be put and taken apart, put together and taken apart better than like the $15 Walmart board, which naturally I would say the more expensive board is going to be better to work on anyway. I say that as I'm struggling with the truck, but and the truck kind of was falling out of the hole there, or the dropper hanger was like, what is the deal with this truck? I say that and then it literally, so already not a good sign. So yeah, these trucks are probably going to have to be replaced, or most definitely are going to have to be with a better truck. Maybe if I see, a normal board should not ever do that, or a normal truck anyway. And I've noticed on some of the more expensive department store boards, they're starting to come with like Allen key hardware, which I almost kind of prefer Allen key hardware now, but that's not really that big of a deal. And if you see how thick this riser pad is, like, that is a gigantic riser pad. And I noticed there's like little bits of paint all over this plastic. And it's, oh yeah, there's, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but there are pressure cracks literally everywhere. And if you get a pressure crack deck from a shop, more than likely it's discounted, but yeah. So, and a good skate shop board will never have this plastic crap on it. And I hear that's just like a department store thing, is like to just have the, I don't know if it's like a shipping thing or what, but yeah, no, I've had boards shipped to me from Land Yachts before, and they never ever have this plastic. I mean, they're wrapped in like, I don't even know what you would call it, like a cardboard type of thing, but it's, yeah, it's not. And you should never struggle to take this apart unless your board is like insanely like beaten up and your kingpin's like super grinded down. But yeah, at that point it's just better to replace the trucks. But yeah, no, a good set of trucks will not be this difficult to service, like, ever. I said, and if they are like that difficult to service at that point, then yeah, then you just need to get rid of them. But why I choose to do this to myself, no one will ever know. Alright, so truck is off. Yeah, like, look how thick that riser pad is, though. And it feels very cheap. It feels like cheap, like a cheap plastic. And look at that hardware. That hardware is like a mile long. That thumb bleeding there. Yeah, but that hardware is like a mile long. But yeah. Now that we got the truck off, and okay, now it's tightening, I think. There we go. So yeah, a good truck should not be this hard to. You should not have to take the whole truck off to service it, but yeah, so these are version trucks, I think, but yeah, wheels are harder than the average cruising wheel, but it is what it is. Let's see. And like these hardware bolts are like way bigger than normal, which I find that on a lot of like cheaper department store boards, where a lot of like the sizing for everything is just really weird, like the either like really big or really small, and yeah. All right, so almost got this back truck off, but yeah, most skateboard parts will be one universal size, which is why we can have a T-tool with one universal size for all the bolts. And like I said, once you have a T-tool, you'll have all the sizes you need. But yeah. There we go. And of course, some of the board dimensions will be subjective to whatever your preference is. Like whether you want like a bigger board, smaller board, fatter board, skinnier board. But yeah, other than that, but yeah, you should never ever have to take apart a board just to put it back together to go skate it, which is a telltale sign of whether parts dropping everywhere. But yeah, like I said, that is one of the telltale signs whether a board is good or not, is whether you have to take it apart or not. Where did that go? There it is. But yeah, like I was saying, you should never have to take a board apart like this just to get the plastic off. I mean, you could skate it with the plastic on. It's just not the most grippy thing in the world. So yeah, weight limit 220 pounds, max user 1. This product is for sport, not a toy. To avoid serious injury, always wear protective equipment. Not included when using skateboard. Helmet with securely buckled chin strap, hand, wrist protection, knee protection. So yeah, probably the most interesting warning I've ever gotten on one of these boards. But yeah, go throw that away. But yeah. But yeah, definitely it looks like someone already kind of skated it a little bit. But like I said, it is what it is. I still don't know if there's... Yeah, I don't know if that's like a little... Don't know if you could tell, but yeah, like a little defect from manufacturing or not. Grip tape's grippy though. I like grippy grip tape. Makes me feel more stable on the board. But yeah. And this wood is significantly softer than other wood. Like it just feels cheap. Like, if that makes sense. Wouldn't be surprised if this broke within a day or two. These are they never seem like boards that you want to do tricks. Where did it go? Alright, well, lost the original bolt for this, which it fits, yay. But yeah, and most of these come with standard kingpin trucks, which I've noticed, and I don't know if, well, I guess they would be technically cheaper to make, but since most times than not, they are, in fact, smaller, and you're able to use some cheaper materials on them. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up putting up both trucks on, and yeah, so cue time lapse. Alright, so got this thing fully put together now, and oh no, some of the grip tape is already kind of peeling off there, but yeah, so that might be something that we take care of as far as money pit. But yeah, other than that, not a very good board, not very pleasant to take apart and put together. But yeah, most boards, like I said, will all be one standard size, so putting them together and taking them apart won't be too much of an issue. But yeah, other than that, don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. See you guys next video. And yeah, in the next part of this series, we will start upgrading these boards. The last one I did was a Walmart board, and then the first board that I did was this little Five Below one that, now that I think about it, that plastic is giving me some major OCD. But yeah, and when I take this board apart, you will see why does my brain do this? But yeah, you will see if I can ever even get this thing apart. Yeah, it looks, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this thing apart, which has never been an issue. Been an issue for me in the past. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, other than that, these boards aren't very good, but we will be upgrading them in the second part of the series. But other than that, see you guys next video, and like, comment, and subscribe.